Hey guys, welcome back. Have you ever wanted to do a do-over? Just like this video that I've probably done over several times, but you wouldn't know. Or maybe. I'll decide in editing. Hey, welcome back. Have you ever wanted a redo? Maybe from a ministry in the past, maybe from another time, maybe from yesterday. I know that I have. And so today, that's what we're going to talk about. And I'm going to bring this segment back from time to time with other pastors or with myself and just talk about things that we wish we could redo. And today I'm going to share with you two things that I wish I could redo from my very first church plant. So there are plenty of do-overs that I wish I could have, but there's two that stand out that I think are very important and I think that we're all guilty of. And the first one is timing. Timing is everything. You always hear that, but it's so true with church planting, with anything in ministry. And there have been times that we move too fast, or there are times that we move too fast, and there are times that we move too slow. But for me, I can remember when we first started our church plant, I think we moved a little too fast. And it's hard to admit that. But now that I've had time to look back and just really reflect on things of what I would do differently and what I could improve, and timing was one of those. It could have been that we just were a little bit slower in the process and maybe met in homes a little bit longer, or met in several different homes a little bit longer before we looked for a location and tried to do the big launch. And for a lot of church plants, depending where you are, that could be the case. You have to evaluate what that is, but I think timing is very important, and we don't want to move too fast and we don't want to move too slow. So I would highly recommend that you just evaluate your timing and just take time. And the second thing I would say is embrace. Just embrace. See, we have to do do-overs. The second thing I wish I could do over is embrace the moment. There are things in my first church plant that I felt like I was fighting through it. And instead of fighting the situation or whatever that moment may be or whatever I'm in, I wish I would have just gone back, or I wish I could go back and embrace that moment. Just really enjoy it. Really take the time and look at it from a different perspective and see what God was doing inside me. And when I look back at that, I do see that God was really working in that moment. God had provided a lot of great opportunities that I may have missed, but I wish I could go back and just embrace the moment, because in His timing, going back to time, He is going to put the right things in place. And if it's time to move on, that time will come. He knows our heart. If we are with Him and we're spending time in prayer and just spending time with Him, we can just embrace those moments with a different perspective. I think God has something great for us. And so we just really need to look at not moving too quick, not moving too slowly, but also embrace the moments. And there are times, yes, we need to move on. There are things that we have to take action on to be able to carry on, to go to the next step, but allow God to take us to that next step. And so that's the two things I wish that I could go back and redo, is timing and to embrace. What would you do different? Leave some comments below so that others can see that they're not alone. That's the whole point, is that we want to be able to talk about this and the things that we wish we could redo and just carry on a conversation. So leave those comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video and share with another pastor. And remember, you got to start somewhere. So start here. Let's get a do-over and let's finish well.